So currently in some longs on NQ, and we're floating $1,300 in profit. We're very close to our target, so we're just simply targeting a 1 to 2 on this trade. Risking, it was supposed to be $1,000. I got a much better fill down here off of this fair value gap, so I reduced my risk to 500, but that turns this into a 1 to 4 risk to reward. However, as it stands, it's meant to be a 1 to 2. Confusing, I know, but I thought I'd do this quick video because I haven't dropped a video in a while, just to kind of show you guys that I am still active. I'm still very much trading. However, I'm focusing all of my time and effort into becoming a better trader and getting access to much larger capital so that I can start to make more money. But here we are. Let me show you exactly why we are in these longs in the first place. So for that, we've got to jump up to the higher time frame, and on the higher time frame, what we can notice if I remove all of this is that we are very heavily bullish, right? We have been bullish for a while. So if we take a look overall, price is going from higher highs and higher lows. And today, if we come down to the 15-minute time frame and we look to the left, what we can see is that we had this key low right here. So this was the low that I'm referencing down here. And as the New York Stock Exchange opened and we had all of this influx of bearish movement to the downside, there was realistically one area that we were looking to target, which was going to be this low all the way here. So there's a bunch of liquidity that was sat below it. And what do? We come down and we swept it. So after we came down and we swept it, as we can see right here, so there's the line, there's the low to the left, and as we've swept that low, what we've done is we've given one of our entry schematics, and once this is played out, I've entered my position. Like I said, I got a little bit of a better fill all the way down here, only risking one contract on NQ, and then from there we've had a nice push to the upside. So we're very close to our target. So what I'm going to do is go break even, and I'm going to put my stops into profit so we can actually go a little bit higher here. So $200 into the break even. So even if price reverses now, we're not going to lose anything. We're going to be making $200. Isn't much, but better than nothing, right? But what can we see? At the moment, we have a whole bunch of areas that can give us resistance to the upside, right? We've got, number one, this huge inefficiency that we're currently inside of, and this can be a potential area where price stalls. It can stop, it can reverse, it can pull back. We don't really know. Our anticipation is that we do break through it. However, what can happen is we can potentially come back a little bit lower to, if I remove the magnet, we've got this 1 minute bullish fair value gap right here. So potentially we can have a pullback like this into this 1 minute fair value gap before a continuation higher. Now, if we continue to look to the left, just above where we currently are at the moment, we've also got this fair value gap as well. So that can potentially give us some resistance if we break out of the current fair value gap that we're in. So let's really dial it in. Let's jump down to the 15-second time frame and see if there's anything we can really see, so we can refine this 1 minute to this 15-second extreme fair value gap, which is where we are having a whole load of issues right as we speak. Price is really stagnating at the moment, so hopefully we can get a stab higher, a push to the upside. We're very close. We're 27 points away, 27 ticks away from our take profit, so it'd be nice to hit that. This 1 minute fair value gap hasn't really got much merit unless we can jump up to this 30-second, and not really. So we can actually remove that really quickly. So really and truly is this 15-second, which we have just pretty much blasted through. If we can sustain that for within the next 5 seconds, if we can hold above it, that would be great. And there we go, nice close above. Now all we need is just a little bit of a push higher and we should be good. Now I do have 5 accounts running, so that will be $10,000 off of this one trade overall today that we will make. So that would be a very, very nice. Let's trail our stops. So we're 400 in the money now. and now it's just a case of waiting to see if price can give us the remaining 17, 15. Oh, there we go. The remaining 7 points that we are away from our take profit. And that was one tick. One tick. If we do get a retracement, there is a whole load of lower movement that we can do. There's obviously this 1 minute fair value gap that we can potentially push into. We've just tapped into this 1 minute fair value gap right here as well, so that can be a potential area that we stop at. So there are a couple areas on our way down that we can potentially stop off at, but let's go a little bit more in the money. So let's do $600 in the money. But apart from that, I think that's pretty much it, right? That should have taken me out. There we go. That is take profit hit for a nice $2,000 on this trade. So let's jump up to again the 15-minute time frame. Now there are extended areas that we can target, right? We've got this high right here, which can be a very key draw on liquidity. That would give us a 1 to 3.7 risk to reward. I can definitely see price pushing, higher up until there. Now for me, I have a fixed 1 to 2 risk to reward. I like to get out, take my profits, walk away, be done for the day. But of course, we can always have extended targets that price can potentially push up to. So if you are wondering, again, all of the reasons as to why I took this trade, I'm not going to dive into that too much on this video. I have changed strategies a little bit. I've now kind of looked at the markets and kind of saw things that were happening on a day-to-day basis, which I've then taken and molded into my own sort of new strategy that I'm currently trading. With that, I've got 5 live accounts with Traderify, 5 accounts with Top Step, so I've got access to a lot of capital, and then we're kind of just pushing through that. Now what I am looking at doing is potentially doing daily live streams where I hop on here and we can kind of trade together or something of that nature. If you guys are interested in that, then let me know down in the comments section. Like I said, I haven't done a video in a while, so I thought I'd show you guys a live trade that we were in today, and it was nice that we got a take profit and not a stop loss. Of course, that being said, it could have gone very wrong. There was a trade earlier, this trade up here, which it completely missed me, right? My entry was like this, and then price, if we put this in, it was a 1 to 2, and you can see price already hit the take profit, right? Hit take profit, and then I deleted the limit because I was like, there's no point waiting for this trade now. So the first trade was a swing and a miss, and then obviously the second trade right here give us the winner, so that was nice. But yeah, on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some value out of it. If you do want me to do live streams, then let me know down in the comment section. But on that note, I hope you guys have had a great trading day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.